Welcome back. I'm Harlan, the Backyard Grill Sergeant, here to take your grilling to the next level. Today, I'm going to teach you all about fire management in an offset smoker. All right, so the number one most important thing about keeping a good fire in a smoker is having a clean fire. What does that mean? That's actually really simple. You want to have lots and lots and lots of oxygen going to your burning wood, okay? You see, if you cut down the oxygen to the wood, it'll start to smolder and you'll get a lot of billowing smoke. Well, that kind of smoke is actually very bad for your meat, and it'll give your food a really bitter, yucky taste, and you do not want that. When you are smoking your meat, you want the smoke coming out of the chimney needs to be very almost clear. They call it a thin blue smoke. All right, that's the optimum type of smoke, and I'm going to show you how to achieve that. Okay, now I just start out by using one of these little a charcoal chimney here. I got this one at Walmart. I think it cost me $10 to $15. I thought it was a really good price, and it actually works really well. You don't need any lighter fluid. All right, so what I do is actually just fill the chimney up with charcoal, and it doesn't matter what brand of charcoal you use. I just happen to have Kingsford. That's what's available at my Lowe's and Home Depot. So then what you do is they sell these little fire starter things at the Lowe's, Home Depot, and their different stores, and those work great. I actually just take some paper from the bag like this and rip it around, because guess what? The more charcoal you use, when you dump the charcoal out of the bag, you have less charcoal in it, so you can keep ripping the bag down like that. And now I can just use this paper to start my charcoal. So let's go over and do that. Okay, this part's actually really simple. You just take your paper, you get it burning, or I like to ball it up into a ball that will fit underneath the chimney. Put it in the fire pit like that and get it started. Once you get the paper lit, you just take your chimney, put it right over the fire, and you'll see the smoke start to immediately come out. And now what happens is the fire from the paper will light the bottom bits of charcoal, and then the charcoal will light all the way up. And the secret to this is to just wait and let all the charcoal get lit all the way to the top, and then you're ready to put it in your smoker and then get going. Now it's been about a half an hour or so since I lit the paper, and as you can see, the flames are coming out, all the charcoals are lit, and they're time to dump in the smoker. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, as you can see at this point, I like to get all the doors wide open on my smoker to allow full airflow, and even open the side door. Now let's talk about wood a little bit. As you can see, I've got my wood cut up to about this size here to compare. That's my hand, okay? So that you can compare that. You know, I have average size hands, I think, so a little bit bigger than your hand. This is a good size on one of these size smokers. I like to use 1 to 2 chunks of wood at a time in there, so let's go ahead and put these in. We're just letting the wood catch fire. See, I've got the smoker wide open, and as that catches fire, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the main door to the smoker. And let it wait a little while longer until that wood gets going nice and hot. As I said earlier, you can see the wood is actually burning. It's not smoldering. This is what you want. Okay, you want the wood to actually be on fire. Once the fire gets to about this point, with this particular smoker, what I like to do is actually shut down the fire pit door, but leave my fire shovel underneath so it leaves a little crack right here. This lets just maximum oxygen into there. Okay, now I want to bring you over here to the chimney for a minute. You see this really thick smoke here? This is actually considered dirty smoke, okay? The reason this is dirty smoke is because the charcoal is still really fresh. We haven't swapped over to only wood yet, and the wood is just getting lit. So it takes about a good hour to hour and a half for this smoke to clean up before you even start putting your meat on your smoker. One thing I want to bring up is you're probably doing math now. You said, okay, it took half an hour for the charcoal, and it's another hour and a half before the smoker is ready to start cooking meat. Wait, that's 2 hours before I even get to start cooking? Well, there's a reason why they call it low and slow, okay? When you're cooking with a smoker, the number one word of the game is patience, patience, patience. And I'll tell you what, it's worth the wait. Okay, now you can see the smoke is starting to thin out a little bit, as you know, see that? And it's actually starting to get a little bit better. It's not ready yet. It's only been about half an hour. So I'm just gonna let this go a bit longer and until this really clears up nice, and then it'll be ready for meat. Okay, look at that. Now, look, you can hardly even see any smoke coming out of it. You know, that is exactly what you want right there. Okay, so when you can see almost no smoke coming out of the chimney, that is going to be perfect for smoking your meats. So now it's time to go ahead and get some meats on your smoker. All right, well, let's talk about wood choice a little bit, okay? You'll hear people say, oh, hickory, apple wood, cherry wood, oak is the best wood, or this wood is that wood. I'll tell you the truth here about choosing wood, okay? What's important is that you get a good quality hardwood, okay? And if the tree that you are trying to use in your smoker produces either a nut or a fruit, it'll be a good wood for smoking. So like oak produces a little nut, so therefore oak is a good. Apple wood produces apples, which is a fruit. Hickory, okay, and this is an excellent wood. I like to use hickory. It's my favorite. It's what's most readily available in my area. You know, some people use that. It's all about what's available in your area. So some people use pecan, and that's perfectly good too. Another tip I have for maintaining a consistent temperature in your smoker, one of the easiest things you can do is to have a water pan in your smoker. Okay, I have a pan. I just took a cake pan. I asked my wife, I said, hey, can I have a cake pan that you'll never get back? And she gave me this one, and so I put it in here and I fill it with water. It's not filled with water right now because I'm not actually cooking anything. But when water boils, okay, it only hits a temperature of 212 degrees. Okay, so that will help. So with that water being 212 degrees, it'll help maintain the temperature in your smoker a lot better. All right, to recap, what's most important about cooking with an offset smoker and fire management is that you burn a clean fire, meaning you give it lots of oxygen, you control the temperature with the amount of wood that you're putting in, and you have this nice, clear, thin blue smoke like this. You'll have amazing results every time. Until next time, I'm the Backyard Grill Sergeant.